Hi, good morning everybody. It's Thursday morning. The weekend's getting to be here, won't be long. What, one more day? Oh, I see Jeff's on, Ron's on. Good morning everybody. Let me get my other screen back in place so I can see everything. There we go. We're all set. So, hey Ron, are you getting a little bit of wind up there? Patty's on. Morning Patty. How's Patty doing? See, everyone around here's surviving the storm. Ron's just getting ready to get some of that storm. It's heading up towards Myrtle Beach right now, so it was pretty minor here. Wasn't much of a storm. Get more storm during the afternoon thunderstorm than that ended up being. So, but anyways, good to see everybody on. How you doing, Patty? Did you find shelter? I don't think you had to worry too much about shelter. The weather people really had it blowed out of proportion. They tend to do that. They make everybody all excited and all nervous and all that because they dramatize everything. And hey, Ron's on. Ratfink. Good morning, Ratfink. How'd you do up your way? We saw a lot of video up around Flagler and stuff, and even the storm surge wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, So, but good to see everybody on this morning. We're still a little cloudy. I'm surprised the sun hadn't came out. It's supposed to be sunny today and 95 degrees. It's supposed to be warm in the next couple days, and no rain. Absolutely zero rain in the forecast. So, it's good. Ron said we just had a tornado go over us, and the winds here at 40. That's not bad. 40's nothing. We probably had 40-mile-an-hour winds at the beginning of it. The way that whole storm works. If you watch the radar real close, we use channel 2 radar. In fact, let me just stick that up there one time. I can show you the radar coming out of here from, get over to my right desktop. All right, there we go. Yeah, just lots of wind and rain, Patty. I took the boards off my house during the storm. Yeah, I know. That's how horrible it was. Yeah, you start tearing down. They actually got rid of a lot of the warnings. They opened the bridges. It was nothing, But there's the path it's at right now, up on the screen. Yeah, during the storm. Yeah, that's how mild it was, Jeff. If you got on the live chat that I had when the storm got here, that was the worst of it, and that was nothing, So, but let me zoom in a little bit on this here, and show you where it's at right now. You can see it's Ron's actually. We'll find it. Ron's right here, and so he's getting some heavy bands right now. It looks right in that area there. But if you follow that, I told Sue the night it came on board, if you follow it down and look at these areas here, it didn't look like much. Now, depending how this curves where Ron's at up there, if that curves up around there, you might get a little more of these bands. The way we came, we was in stuff like this. Absolutely nothing, That was the most nothing hurricane I've ever been through, Now, granted, Bahamas, I feel sorry, Bahamas, they got hit awful bad. So, not to discount what it could have been, because it could have been bad, but it wasn't, and that's what it was. It was nothing, But it was it was strong. Hey, there's Scott. Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. Scott's on this morning. What's that awesome shirt, Bob? Hello. Yeah, I like this shirt. Isn't it a nice shirt? I enjoy that shirt. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, Scott, mail should go today, so your stickers will be in the mailbox today. So I'm thinking, I don't know why they wouldn't go today, but so they didn't go yesterday. Ron says that was the 7th tornado sends at 4:30 a.m. We had those. They kept sending tornado warnings out. Tornadoes are scary, but yeah, they sent those the whole storm. Tornado warning, but luckily nothing came over here, Sue says, haha, Scott, yes, that's a great shirt. It is. Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. If you haven't subscribed to him yet, check out Scott's channel. Hit the subscribe button. Stay safe, Ron. Yeah, you got to be careful. See, that's the whole thing. You got to be vigilant. You have to be prepared. And if nothing happens, a good deal, and that's the way it was here, Nothing happened. If it was to happen and you're not prepared, then, you'd be in trouble. But we were prepared, It says, hi, Scott. Wow, Ron, spawning tornadoes up there. Yeah, it did the same thing here. Hi, Jeff, Sue, Ron, Patty. Hope my Mac holds a charge, only 50% left. My warehouse neighbor shut off my breaker, and that's his warehouse, and he's not there, so it didn't get charged up. Yeah, Scott said, where are you at today, Patty? Hey, there's Lincoln. Good morning, everybody. Lincoln Central Corns. Good to see Lincoln on this morning. How you doing, guy? Sue says, oh no, Rat Fink. Yeah, charging's like that. I'm anal about charging things. No, Patty's over in Winter Garden. You know, so yeah, I'm very anal about keeping things all charged up and that. So yeah, Ron said it's going to hit just 20 miles off the shore, giving us 70-mile winds this afternoon. Well, that's what they told us, and it wasn't. You know, it was. We probably had a few 30-mile-an-hour gusts. You know, they told us the same thing. Can't listen to the weather people. Keep your eyes open, but you can't listen to them. Yeah, he was moved the panel to my side, so he's got y'all messed up, Rat Fink. Yeah, will you be selling the warehouse when you switch out your business? Yeah, you're gonna do some changes there. Good, hope all is doing well. Yeah, we're doing good. Like I said, we dodged the hurricane with no problem. It was nothing. Jeff says, hey, Lincoln. Hello, Jeff B. Yeah, he's central. So anyways, today we're back to normal. Our house guests left. What time did they go? It was in the morning. By 10:30 in the morning. But they couldn't go until they opened the bridges. And I was surprised they even opened that early, because they won't let you back on beachside. And if the winds are 39 mile an hour, I don't believe there ever was 39 mile an hour over there. They might have had a couple little gusts, but that's sustained winds. So, yeah, I don't think they ever did get that windy. I said he's central. It says, hello, bikes. Yeah, it's a rental. Okay, so it's a rental bin. It says, roger that. He says, campers ABCs, always be charging. Yeah, you're right, Patty. I'm always charging. I keep things charged up all the time, constantly charging. Ron said several roofs have been taken off during tornadoes. Yeah, they'll do that. Tornadoes will, they'll take a roof off if you get them spawn. You know, there's some around, but I don't think much of any tornadoes in this area. You know, I don't think
we had.
I didn't hear of any. That I heard warnings, tons of warnings, but there was none. You know. Yeah, that's true, Patty. Yeah, you got to keep things charged up. Oh, thanks, Lincoln. Hit that like button. Yeah, that does help as well, Ron. Scott says going to test out the new rig this weekend. That's pretty cool, Scott, and I'm sure you're going to take some video. It's fun getting a new rig, getting it all in place, making changes, getting it tweaked out the way you want it, and so it's a lot of fun getting them all set up and that. I'm looking forward to cool down a little bit and maybe go out camping a few times. It's just too hot to camp here in the summer months. But you know, the last couple of days out on the side, the weather was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it was windy and cloudy, but it just felt beautiful out. It was really relaxing to be outside. Sue sat out there yesterday for, gosh, a long time. You sat out there on the deck, you know. It just felt so good, you know. Yeah, it sounds like fun, Scott. Yeah, good luck, Scott. Yeah, Jess says, Rat Fink, I binge. I watched My Haunted Diary. There you go. We binged. Last few days, we found a program we never watched much. What was the name of that we binged? Raising Hope. Yeah, we started watching that because I was so tired of that stupid weather thing. All of us hurricane, and I was looking for other things to watch. And so we started watching Raising Hope, and it was interesting. I never really watched that. Start a series out from the beginning and start watching it. What I found as it went on, as I watched more of them, I got least and least interested in it. Lincoln says, I have to go for now. I have a great day. Okay, Lincoln, I'm glad to see you come by. Hope everything's good up your way and you're doing well. So thanks for coming by, Lincoln. It says, thanks, Lincoln. Scott says, yeah, I've been planning trip south for June. St. John KOA is on my list, so that might be traveling with the Colonel. Now, when you say St. John, you mean the one over here on 44 by us?
Or up by...
Or
by Ratnick, because he lives in St. John.
Yeah, well, there's a St. Johns County and the St. Johns River, but there is a KOA right out here. And you know, I even forgot, Sue said something that you had asked about it, Scott. I forgot, that's a newer one. There used to be a KOA just outside of town, but it's no longer a KOA. It's one of those membership campgrounds. But there is the KOA right there by the river. I did fly the drone over top of it in my one video.
I sent him a couple links.
But I never went back into it to just check out the park. It's a pretty new one, so I can't say what it looks like on the ground so much, you know. But that is a pretty new, and it's right beside the river. You know, there's boat docks there, there's a fishing pier there. I mean, there's plenty to do right in there. You can go up and get some of those lunker bass there on the St. Johns River. Yeah, Sue says, bye Lincoln, take care. Right, says, oh, cool, Jeff. Hey, says, my air is still off, cool breeze. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Well, actually it was. It's 80 right now. It's warmer than it has been in the lower 70s in the mornings. And it just, you know, it's going to warm up today now. Let me say, we're supposed to get like 95. Just says, yeah, the Sally House was great. Oh, Scott says DeLand. So hey, we'll get together, Scott, when you get here. Make sure you keep me posted because we're not very far from there, just out to the river. So yeah, it's an interesting place, you know. And there's a lot around. You know, I'm sure you've seen all my parks videos. There's a lot of little things to go around and see.
2 nice little restaurants here.
Yes, there is. If you want some good gator
tail.
Just where that campground's at, just on the other side of the road, down right by the river, it's a place called Shady Oak, and they have the best gator around, and they're pretty nice now. They burnt down here about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and have rebuilt it all. It's this really nice place. That restaurant's been there forever. Oh, cool, Scott. I think I'll be a cool place to stop. Yeah, Rafik said yes. I saw that one, Jeff. Oh yeah, so Rat says, when are you going, Scott? Well, the weather, I think he said, didn't he say on June? Next summer, okay. Well, you got to plan way out, Scott. Way out next summer.
I think people do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there's several campgrounds we visited that I want to maybe spend at least one night around here to check them out. See, the one we did out here, Tropical Marine Resort, that's a nice place. And there's one spot there that I would like to get. It's right on the Lake Breesford, or Beersford or Breesford, however you want to say it. Yeah, some people want to say one way, some their way. I said Breesford, so say it how it looks, you know. But that's a nice place. Yeah, Scott says, June, heading to MMIK Festival in, I guess that's Key West. So we'll work our way down, so that'll be cool.
The MMIK.
Yeah, what's the MMIK, My Kike Festival on? So, but that'd be cool. Keys, you can't beat the Keys, you know. Meet Me in the Keys. Okay, I haven't heard of that festival. Meet Me in the Keys. Is that what kind of festival is that? Meet Me in the Keys. Is that a camping festival? Well, but I can't say I've heard of that one. I would like to go to the Keys again. You know, I just hate to drive down there. It's from here to, once I get there, I'm great, but from here to there, you know, I don't like that drive. Well, you take the long way, it wouldn't be as bad, but go down 95, it's like that. That thing says, I just got to go to MLK. Just don't go. Got to the MLK. And I'm not sure what MLK is. MLK. Yeah, I'm not sure what MLK is. Go. And Ron's laughing. he's laughing, Ron. Yeah, I don't do abbreviations. They don't make sense to me. I have no clue what they're talking about. You know, I'm too old for that stuff. Okay, he says, Southernmost Coconut Castaways, music of Howard Livingston in the Mile Marker 24 band. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Sounds like a neat trip, and I take it the Colonel will be going with you, so he'll enjoy that. Cool deal. Well, a lot of our stuff that we've done out here for the hurricane, I'm not putting it away. It's like Got lawn chairs and stuff I put away in the shed, and I don't use them that much. If I want one, I'll go out and get one, but I'm not pulling all that stuff back in. Got a bunch of water tanks out here that I saved up for things like flushing toilets and stuff. And I'm going to get that because the frogs are in there. Or this morning I was out here, anywhere there's water, stupid frogs will get in it, and and just make noise, you know. Oh, Raffing says Martin Luther King Boulevard. Oh, I know, every city in the world has a Martin Luther King Boulevard. You know, we got one over the road here. It's stupid. They have Martin Luther King Boulevard, and just like that, it turns back into Kepler Avenue. You know, it's like, who in the heck ever figures this stuff out? It's really stupid. Haha, Ratfink, there is only just one over here by us. Yeah, that's the one. I said, okay, got to head to work. So, hey, good to see you on. I'm glad you're having fun getting that camper ready to go, Scott. Glad to see you by. I said, again, the sticker should go out today, so you'll get it in a day or two. So, get the mail running and everything back in shape again. So, actually, I think the mail could have ran yesterday because it was nothing. Ratfink says, I like to say that city, like I said, every city has one. Yeah, they do. Every city, I think, in the country has one, you know. They need to have a Lucky Dog Productions Street or a Ratfink Street or a Bikes and Boats Wax Streets. It's crazy, these street names. Okay, take care, Scott, said Jeff. Bye, Scott. You have a great day, Scott. Glad to see you come on. So we did a little cooking yesterday with our friends. I made some chicken cordon bleu. I made some, was that day before? Yeah. And I made some blue cheese stuffed chicken, and so I made several dishes on it. We used up the chicken. Well, was bringing frozen stuff. It's like, well, we want to eat frozen stuff just in case you lost power. And thank God we didn't lose power. I'll tell you what, that's the worst thing there is when you lose power on. But so we had chicken, and I had leftover chicken yesterday, and today I want something different.
And I had leftover ravioli.
Oh yeah, they had ravioli one day. I ate some. I don't like it. You know, I don't like pasta. It's awful. Dough. Just a bunch of dough. You know?
We still have leftovers.
Yeah, so we still have leftovers. So we eat that because I won't eat it. Anyway, hey, I want to show you. I got some pictures here of, this is some of the damage up in the Bahamas. Now, this was the main of the storm. This is the sad part. These people need your prayers and helps and all that. Like I said, we had nothing. Zero, nothing. But look what they did have here. Look at the mess that they've had down there. And let's go down a couple of these pictures on it. Look at this. Total devastation.
Total devastation.
I mean, gone. Now that's a bad hurricane, you know.
It just hung so long there.
Yeah, it's set there at a...
Beat him.
Yeah, it's set there at a Category 5, you know. And... you know, I've learned how to read these storms, and this one didn't worry me because I could tell you what it was going to do, you know, and it did exactly what I thought it was going to do. I'm not no expert, but I've been through enough and watched them that you get an idea what's going to happen with them. But look at this, all these houses, like that, there's just nothing. It's like they've just, you know, skimmed it off. And a lot of that, see, that's water surge. See those boats? How those boats are racked on top of each other. It's the big waves come in there, and that's the far worst thing, is the water surge that takes care of things, you know. Look, I think that's an airport there, and there's not much left up there, you know. Look at this airplane. This airplane had the nose all cut. That was probably right beside that airport right there, and it just moved away. But you know, like this roof stripped off. They say it'll actually take decades to ever rebuild this, you know. They said that was one of the worst storms ever to hit the area, Category 5. But I did a little research on back in 1930 when they didn't name storms. In this area right here, we had a Category 5 went through, and there's not a lot of pictures or nothing on it, but it did this kind of damage right here in this area. So Category 5 wasn't, you know, they said it was the largest storm in history. It was the largest recorded storm in history. And there's a church that looks like the roof's all off of it. That they, that's the whole deal. Weather people, you gotta not watch them. You know, I'm so disingenuated with the weather people this last storm. They're a bunch of liars, you know. They excite people. If you've ever go in a storm, what you want to do is don't pay any attention, kind of keep an eye on it and get ready, but then quit watching it. And every so often when they do an update, check the updates and see what it's doing. Until it's one day out, you're not going to know what it's going to do. But what the news people will do, get people all excited, all nervous, all bent out of shape, and then it doesn't turn out nothing. Even when it gets here, they still dramatize it. The news people are a program, and they like ratings, and the more junk they can put in front of you, the more ratings they get. And so I didn't want to watch them, you know. And this storm really put a bad feeling for these news people with me. So, but that's the thing, you gotta keep track of it. Thanks, Rod says, yeah, you're right, Bob. Yeah, you got to keep track of it. You can't ignore it, you know, and you got to be ready. But don't let them put you in up and down moves. If you listen to them, you're just hurting yourself, because this you get all excited, you get worried, you get, you know, I've been through a lot of these storms, and that's what they do to you, you know. So, you know, that's my thing. If you're ever in a storm, that's the way to handle it. Don't watch the news. Get your updates now and then, keep track of it, but don't watch them, because they will get you all nerved up and all. So anyways, that's my take on that. So this was Bob's rant for the day. Ratfing says they were showing a small limb on the floor, and they were like, oh my God, a limb, aha. Yeah, fake news, Jeff, that's it. Fake weather.
We did the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a fence down, they reported on the fence down, and there was one tree across the road.
Right, that's the only real damage I saw over here at the ballpark. One of the fences had laid down. It's like, oh, look here, fence down over there. It's like, yeah, so those fences go down when you blow at them, you know. And I was laughing. I have one little limb, about this long, is out in the backyard. There's my damage. One little limb popped out of a tree. It done that on an afternoon thunderstorm, you know. So if you're paying attention to the news media, you're probably just upsetting yourself. Turn it off. So anyways, I'm glad we're through that. But anyways, keep Bahamas. I wanted to show you pictures of the Bahamas, what it can do, you know. If it did what it did there, hung out at a Category 5, it can do a lot of damage, you know. So it's not discounting it, you know. I'm discounting the weather peoples, who I'm discounting. I've made names up of it. Tony Baloney. Tony Minolti on channel 2. Tony Baloney. He's full of baloney. So anyways, the weekends, I see Traveling Robert's got a live feed from Ohio tomorrow. He was in Michigan yesterday. He was going across the Mackinac Bridge.
Yeah, he showed pics of him on the ferry going to Mackinac Island.
Yeah, so he made it that far.
He's already crossed the bridge, so there will be footage of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody got drones or something and took pictures of him.
Yeah, he was trying to get people in the area, if they have a drone or some way that they can videotape him coming across the bridge, you know.
Yeah, it's too big for someone to run his and drive. And he's by himself. When he did it in the Keys, his wife drove the vehicle and he flew the drone. But he's by himself, so he can't do it.
Yeah, you know, I saw one guy did that though. Who was that? They put their drone in the air. That was Nomadic Fanatic. Yeah. You know. He was at just some little lake. Yeah, and he put it up and he drove it. Had the drone in the air and in his hand and driving it around the campground. He was on the road. Yeah. And, you know, it's like, I don't know if I'd do that with my drone. They cost too much to lose them. Oh, yeah, Rapping says, yeah, pine needles, that's about it. Yeah, that's the same here. There's the one little tree, there's a couple little leaves that fell off of it. You know? It came off of that, you know. I'm thankful that's all we got. I mean, that was great. Didn't lose no power or anything, you know. We were ready. We had generators. It was all ready. Always be ready. Don't let your guard down, not be ready. It'd always be ready. Oh, I've seen that guy before. Yeah, Robert. Yeah, he's Nomadic Fanatic. Yeah, we watch a lot of his videos, you know. He actually makes a really good video. I think he does a really good job with his videos. I've not always agreed with the guy, but he makes a nice video. He's actually been around here. He's been over here at the Speedway camp last year during the 500. He camped over here. So tomorrow is Sue's birthday. So we got, Sue's always giving everybody the birthday, so we want to say happy birthday to Sue. She'll be 22 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be 22.
With 43 years experience.
She's got a lot of experience, you know, but she's only 22 years old, so I think we're going to go out to Texas Roadhouse. Is that what you decide you wanted to do?
I think so.
Unless she changes her mind.
Unless I change my mind.
Yeah, she's going to go out to Texas Roadhouse and have a steak for her dinner, for her birthday dinner. They got good steaks out there. Of course, we got a new grill. We could get a T-bone. But it's easier when you don't have to do it yourself. Let someone else cook it, you know? Everybody's quiet today. Nobody's saying anything, you know? Awesome. Happy birthday, Sue. Yeah, she knew it was coming. She had an idea that it was coming. It wasn't a surprise. Even Sue's quiet today. She doesn't even say nothing. Oh. He says, thank you. Happy birthday, Sue. Ratfink says, you better do something nice, Bob. I do something nice every day. At least I think I do. It's birthdays. I don't get into birthdays myself. I don't even care about my birthday. You know, but a lot of people really like birthdays, you know. I always figure I keep getting older and older, you know, and it's not going to go backwards. He says, thanks all, appreciate that. Yeah, I've charged my drone batteries up before the storm. I thought, well, maybe I get a chance, but it was just breezy enough that I was like, nah, it's, you know, we probably got 15-mile-an-hour winds, and I don't like to fly at much more than 15-mile-an-hour winds. So I never got the one night there. It was so beautiful sunrise or sunset. It's like, wow, I wanted to take a drone, but it was just breezy enough that I didn't. That being said, you better get into Sue's haha. Get in there, haha. Oh, Ron says the Weather Channel is the worst to show bad stuff. I watch my local reports on what is happening. They used to give us what may get, but they say they don't know for sure until it gets closer to use. Yeah, they don't. Oh, these news guys down here, they'll dramatize every little gust, you know. So, but they were always laughing with that Jim Catone, is who he was. Yeah, he's an idiot, you know. Goes out and stands in front of waves and stuff on it. You never want to listen to him because he dramatizes, you know. Oh, Patty says happy birthday to you tomorrow, and she's even got the notes to go along with it. So that's pretty good. I appreciate it, Patty. Yeah, I keep saying I don't want to have another birthday, but that means I won't be here anymore. Yeah, birthdays should work like leap years. Yeah, about every 4 years have one. Yeah, about every 4 years. You know, it's like, I never was big into birthday. Our whole family really never did birthdays that much. Ron will tell you that. We were never.
What meant when you said you don't get into birthdays. He says you better get into Sue's birthday.
I'll get into Sue's birthday. Yeah.
Get into Sue's.
Yeah, I just don't get into birthday. I don't get into anybody. I don't get in my own. It's just, oh, happy birthday, you know. Ron says, happy birthday, Sue. That thing says down to 33% on the Mac, then I'm done till they turn my power. Oh, no. You need a computer need more than just one of those little power bricks. You need something to make 120 volts and let you have a DC converter. And it says, thanks, Ron. And that's funny, you know, when you don't have power, doesn't it seem like your units go down quicker is when you know you can't get any more power to them? So like, man, I usually don't go down. My phone's good. My phone will last a long, long time without it plugged in. Jeff says, thank you for the clarification, Sue. Yeah, Sue's supposed to keep everything I say straight because I can't talk well and I can't type well, you know, so. Yeah, Patty says 2020 is leap year. So I was just wondering about that, Patty, the other day. You know, when is leap year? You know? So yeah, so leap year will be coming up in 2020. So
I have two friends that were born on leap year, and their brother and sister actually. They were born 4 years apart, both of them on leap year.
all right, it says my YouTube kills my Mac power fast. You know, I've always wondered, I don't know what for Mac you have. Do you have like a, what do they call it, a PowerBook or what? I don't. But I've always kind of wanted one. I think the graphics would be better. There's some things I don't like about Mac. Other things I think Mac's great on. They have their, but the good ones are so darn expensive. You're looking at least $2,000 to get a good Mac, you know? And it's like, I don't see that in the budget. Yeah, Raphael says, plus I like 8 windows open. Yeah, I have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 windows open right now. MacBook Pro, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to have one of those. I think for like editing and graphics and all that, those things are really great on. But other things I don't like about them, you know. I almost would need both. I need a Mac and a Pro, what do you call it, PC, you know. I know I have an iPad that I've had for quite a while. I hate that thing. I think it's a piece of junk. I have a, what's this one, Samsung Note 8. That was not bad, but I don't like that little iPad. And I think it's not very friendly, you know. Well, it's easy to work, but it doesn't do nothing, you know. I've had that for years. I've tried to hook it up to my drones. It never works right on the drones. And it was a cheap one. It was like $200. I've had it, I don't know how many years. And it's an old one. Right now it's so outdated that the some things it won't even work on anymore because it's so outdated, you know. And I always thought the camera would be better on this one, and the camera's not good. Yeah, Rafi says, but by the time you go through 3 PC laptops because of virus, I never had a virus in my life, you'll still have a Mac-free problem. You know how you get viruses? You use virus software, and that'll give you viruses. And I have never had a virus on a PC, because I don't get a virus. I just never, Sue don't on hers. Because when I go in there, I get rid of all this virus protection. A lot of people will disagree with me, but a lot of people don't realize that is an industry that self-supports itself. So I need to get Norton or something, and most computers come with it. And you set up this Norton, it's going to protect you. Know what it's going to do? It's going to inject viruses into you so you can pay them to get rid of it. And it's like, first thing I do, get a new computer, I delete all that virus stuff. And I don't get viruses. I never do. Don't get viruses. Patty says, next week I'll be boondocking using my phone more. It's like, yeah, when you're boondocking, you got to rely on all that power and stuff. We got a, I might have showed you the other day. Actually, Rob, you're right. That stuff infects your PC. It does. See, it's an industry. It's a self-supporting industry that by them, they stick a virus onto you and go, oh, we can get rid of it here. It's $29.95 for that program to get rid of it, and you buy that program. They make money by doing that, and so they inject the viruses into you. Now, there's other things that you can get, scammer viruses and stuff. You learn emails, you don't open that. They go like, oh, hey, BNB Bank, there's been an unusual in your account. I don't even have that account. These are people who try to scam you. That's a little different. That you have to try to go through them and don't open them. But an actual virus where they had, they inject it by virus programs. Now, there's going to be some computer nerds out there who will totally disagree with me and tell me that I'm crazy. But sorry, they're wrong, you know, because I've never had a virus, you know. Oh, Patty, I have Wi-Fi where you boondock. Well, or will you have Wi-Fi? I said, oh, my phone's my hotspot. Yeah, and a lot of people do that. Use the phone. We'll do that sometimes on Sue's phone and set it up for a hotspot. Yeah, Sue says, cool, Patty. I don't know why I stuck this flashlight in my hand. I was going to say something. I forgot what I was going to say about it. We got that right before the storm. It's a cool flashlight, but I'll tell you what happened. This has this little light on the side. It didn't work right out of the box. It didn't work.
Well,
And the flash, I mean, it quit working like the first time. And you know, you can send it back to Amazon, but you got to pay to ship it back and stuff. It wasn't worth sending it back, you know.
If it blew like that, it was effective.
Yeah. So what I did, and then it wouldn't shut off. This little light would stay on all the time. So as plastic crap, this has a nice metal outside, but this is plastic. I pried this open and I cut the wires off this little thing, and now it works as a flashlight and does a blinky thing, and you can charge it on a USB. But this is pretty cool. Like that's what I was saying, Patty, when you're boondocking on it. So you know you can plug this in whenever you've got any type of USB to power it up.
Oh yeah, USB charge.
Yeah, and charge it up. That's what I liked about it. And then you have a nice little flashlight. Most of these will probably work, and it makes a nice little flood. I have the same thing on this little thing. I've had this thing for a long time, and see, it's got a nice little light. This one runs on 3 AAA batteries, where this one is an internal battery, and you can recharge it. So that's why I liked this one. It was the idea, you know, that you could recharge it on. So we got it. I mean, it's a nice little flashlight. I used it a little bit one night out here. It wasn't because the power was out, just because I walked in the other room. But anyway, that's cool. Yeah, Patty says tethering TP to my PC. So that's how you get your Wi-Fi spots when you're out and don't have a connection. See, I'd be spoiled. We have like a 200 megabyte cable Wi-Fi connection. I mean, we get really good Wi-Fi or get internet here. But if it went out, I'd be spoilt, you know. Wouldn't know what to say. Oh, I have 2 fans that are USB. Yeah, see, those are not. We don't have any USB fans. I'd like to get a couple of them to put into the road track. You know, I think those would be nice.
Sabine had a couple of those.
Yeah, Sabine. Yeah, from
Crazy Krauts.
Yeah, RV Crazy Krauts. They were up here at Flagler at the campground, Gamble Rogers, and they were camping there, and she was showing all her USB gadgets.
Technomadia.
Yeah, Technomadia, Chris and Sherry, they were all camping up there. And
we met all of them at Sanford, and we met Sabine and Eckhart at Daytona Beach meetup.
So, anyways, they had that, and they were showing these products, and then they left there. I don't know, that was this last week. And then Technomadia, they went on up to Savannah, Georgia. They have their big boat that they live on, but they also have a Class B camper. Well, they pulled the boat out of the water because, one, they did need some bottom work done to the boat, but they also, the storm, they wanted to get it out of the water for the storm that didn't happen. And get it out of there, so then they were staying in their Class B camper here.
Class B.
Yeah, they have a, what is it, Travato?
It's a Travato.
They have a Travato. That's what we kind of think would be nice, is a Travato. Oh, Patty says one is for the PC and it gets too hot. Yeah, and some of that stuff does. Some of it will get too hot, and if you have a little bit of solar and you got sun, that will help charge up some of this little stuff. You know, it's good to do that on. Yes, says I love Savannah. Yeah, Savannah's cool. I like Savannah. It's a neat old town. A lot of little parks there in the town there, so it's along the river. But yeah, Savannah's a cool. I went up there to Paula Dean's restaurant, and she's, I don't know if she still has it up there or not. It probably does. You don't hear nothing about Paula Dean anymore. She said one word wrong, and they booted her off the air. But I ate at a restaurant, and it was good. It wasn't fantastic. The best thing I had was her collard greens was really good, and her gooey butter cake was really good. Everything else was good. It wasn't fantastic, but it was good, you know. So it was pretty cool there. Yeah, and it's so old. You're right, Patty. Savannah's so old. You know, it's a cool old town up there. You know, it's a nice stop if you're ever going up 95 and pop off at Savannah and stay the day there. It's like, it's just a nice area to visit. You know, I think from here it's probably about maybe 6 hours, somewhere in that neighborhood, 5-6 hours, too far. But that's not, yeah, college town. Yeah, little college, just like DeLand here. It's a college town. Oh, yeah, the Brothers restaurant in town. That was, see, Brothers, was that her son's? Yeah, I think they did have her restaurant. I didn't go into it. I think they did have her restaurant. I went around here. There was a place where the church where Forrest Gump and the wolf feather comes floating down there in the place, and that was a little park there. I've seen that. And actually, during that movie, the traffic, they had it running the opposite direction. It's kind of like a cul-de-sac, but or what do you call those, roundabouts? Roundabout. But it's not exactly, but kind of like a roundabout there. But it's funny. Normally, the traffic goes counterclockwise, and during that movie, it was going clockwise. They changed the direction of the traffic for that movie, so that was kind of a funny. It was like Buckeyes did a really cool video on Shawshank Redemption up in Mansfield, Ohio. The Mansfield Reformatory.
All the filming spots.
But yeah, you can walk around town with a cocktail. Yeah, it's cool. DeLand's that way. You can go from one bar to the next carrying a beer or cocktail in your hand, and it's all right. You can do that. They don't get after you, which is cool. Don't hurt nothing as long as you're behaving yourself. You know, it doesn't hurt nothing. So anyways, the Buckeyes did this, the Shawshank Redemption, and they did a great job with it. That was if you haven't seen it yet, check out Buckeyes' video on Shawshank Redemption. That's where we used to live, just about 30 miles from Mansfield, Ohio. And that was the old Ohio State Reformatory. Right. And it had been, what, 25 years? 25 years since the movie was filmed. So they had a big deal going on there. And they went around and went to a lot of the places where the scenes were shot. Most of them, well, I think all of them we knew where they were at because we lived there all our lives. But that was cool. But check out their video if you haven't checked out. It's cool. They did a great job with it. Yeah, Jess said, yeah, we couldn't get in that one, so crowded. She reopened one at the old Bubba's outside of town. Okay, I know everybody had said how crowded that Paula Deen's restaurant would be. I don't know if it's because I'm always early or what. Walked right in, you know. I didn't wait in line at all. But everybody else had said that, oh, you know, it gets very crowded. You couldn't get in? I walked right in, you know. And in fact, it wasn't even that busy. On it, but and this was right around Halloween. I had went up to Ron's house up there, and I stopped there on the way back. And but you know, I mean, I just walked right in, no problem at all, you know. But I expected that it'd be that crowded, but it wasn't, you know. I guess I went at the right time. Patty says I would think that the pirates must have loved Savannah. I think there was a lot of pirate stories around Savannah. You know, I think a lot of the pirates hung out there. I would think been a lot of pirates in this area. I bet there was. Oh, I'm sure there were. You know, I know St. Augustine has a pirates ships up there, and they have some different things where you go on a pirate cruise, and a pirate walk, and that's all fun. Yeah, their videos are good, Raffing. Buckeyes do a really nice job with their videos. They do a real good job, so.
Good with the video, with the sound.
Yeah.
It's all balanced.
Yeah, they've gotten really good at it. You know, they do a real nice job with their. Jeff says the ghosts love it too. Yeah. Well, there's Ghost Walk up there too, up in St. Augustine. Yeah. They have.
And in Savannah.
Yeah, that's right. I guess in Savannah too.
Charleston.
Yeah. They have those Ghost Walk. They're fun. You know, they're not real, but they're fun. You know. They have some here. I think they do one out here at the cemetery at Halloween. Do a ghost walk, you know. Never went on it, but I think they do that. I guess they get Disney's all got all their Halloween stuff done. They're doing their Not So Scary Mickey.
Sorry, no, they start that in August.
Yeah, my gosh, they started way before the holidays, you know. That's Disney money, money, money. They love to take your money.
They're donating $1 million to the Bahamas.
Well, of course they are. Their boat goes there. If they don't fix it up, they have no place to put their boat in. Why wouldn't they? It's self-supporting. You know, they need the help, but a lot of these outfits that are starting to donate, and I'm glad they are, but it's for their own good too. These cruise ships go to all these tropical places, and it's tore up now. Well, they want to get it fixed because they want to go back to those areas, you know, so of course they're going to donate money.
Yeah, they had 6 cruise ships coming back into Port Canaveral this morning because they've had to stay away.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, oh, cool, look, they're rescuing people from the Bahamas.
No,
Like,
they're not. No, they're not. They're just open to port here this morning, you know, so. Yeah, Charleston is spooky in the daytime. What is it like down at the, what do you call it, in Alabama? What do you call that? Bourbon Street and the Louisiana, the New Orleans, right? I couldn't think of it, you know. And they have a lot of spooky stuff down. They believe in voodoo and stuff. It's all a bunch of crap, but they believe in it, you know. All right, we did the ghost tour. The lady was drunk. I bet it was a fun tour then. That's it, Ron. Oh yeah, which one? St. Augustine or Savannah? Probably St. Augustine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ratfink's pretty close to St. Augustine. Yeah, it was the best. Yeah, St. Augustine. We haven't been up there for a while. We got to take a trip when the weather cools down. Take a run up to St. Augustine again. I like it up there. You know, it's about 50 miles up here, something like that. You know, it's a nice little trip. But to go walk around and stuff, you want to wait till it's cooler. You just don't want to walk around in the heat. Which won't be long. I know my sister told me, I think it was yesterday, that the supposed to be 60 degrees up there. And it's like, 60 degrees? Brr, that's cold winter weather. You know?
Robert showed a picture of some of the leaves turning.
It's starting.
Turning in Michigan.
Yeah, Patty said, yeah, she was in the spirit of things. Yeah, she was. Oh, actually, let me know. I'll meet you. Yeah, we'll
That'd be fun.
when weather cools down there, maybe we'll take a day, and it'll be early. I do things in the morning. I'm not a late person. If you expect to do it later in the day, it's not going to happen. You know, so I do things in the morning. But yeah, we'll go up there sometime when the weather cools down. Usually September up, especially in Ohio, but I suppose other places up north, summer's over. You know, this next week you start seeing things change down, and I think it was my sister I was talking to yesterday. It was like, you look at the sky and the sunsets, they change. Right about the 1st of September, they get very pretty, but you know winter's coming. You can just tell it's got that look about it, that winter's coming in, you know. So he says, haha, Patty? Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm just a morning person. I don't do things at nighttime, you know. It's like the same thing happens during the daytime as it does at night, except it's dark. I'd rather it be daylight, you know, so I've always been.
In Ohio, the county fair starting
this Saturday.
Day after tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, this Saturday,
It goes
so.
through Thursday. It always starts out hot, and then it's cold by the end of it.
It'll be very cold. I've seen it very cold during that. But then, I mean, the weather in Ohio is up and down right now.
Right.
It's like, it'll be nice and warm, and then it'll be colder, and heck, then it'll be warm, then it'll be colder, heck, and then it gets cloudy. And it's cloudy every day for 6 months. I mean, it's miserable up there. And then then you get snow, and you get rain, and it's like, worst place in the world is Ohio. Nah, there's other worse places, but Ohio's one of them. I hated Ohio. Still do. But yeah, the winter, I used to get really depressed up in Ohio when I lived there this time of year, because I knew those cold, snowy, wintry days were coming on, and the cloudiness was coming on, and it's like, you know, it used to be so depressing up there. I don't get that here in Florida. I don't get depressed about the weather. you know. Even a hurricane don't depress me, you know. But up there it sure did. Don't like darkness, you know. I like things bright. Even in the house, I like bright. I don't put curtains on the windows. I want to see out the window. That's what a window is for. I'm not going to close it up. You know? Yeah, me too, says Rat. So yeah, that's like, yeah, I just don't like darkness. And even here, as our daylights get shorter, I like summer when we have long days. I don't like those short where it gets dark at 5 o'clock. Oh, it's dark already. Don't
go to work in the dark, come home in the dark.
Yeah, did too. Hated it. It's like I like daylight. Well, there's something chemical about that too. Was it serotonin? With less light, your brain produces less serotonin, and it changes your mood, and you become more depressed because your mood is altered by lack of serotonin. And actually, up in Ohio, and I still got it in the closet, a light box that you set down this light box, and if you set it in the computer, just set it on there. It was real bright, and that would up your mood. And it made a difference. You felt just a little more upwards because you had that light producing your brain to make stuff. Just that I don't remember anything I liked about Ohio either. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you what I like about Ohio. They make some good Swiss cheese and trail bologna. That's about it. Everything else I can't stand.
I still like Ohio.
Yeah, Sue don't know any better. She still likes Ohio. It's the worst place there is. In Cleveland, it's like, why in the earth would anybody want to go to Cleveland? It's like, well, they got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, I've been to that. That's the biggest joke there ever was. Jimi Hendrix lunchbox. Oh boy. Rex says 18%. I might make it, so you might get it through the chat. Yeah, we're not too far out. We're 52 minutes in, so we're probably not going to be on too much longer. You might make it, Rat. Shall we either keep going till Rat runs out of power, or just go for an hour? So okay, chat's over. Rat ran out of power, so we got to get.
Just in case Rat runs out. Bye, Rat Fang. Just in case.
If it goes blink, so we'll say it ahead of time, just in case. It's like, I did that yesterday. I was talking to my sister on the phone, and it's just like, boom, it was gone. These cell phones, just like in an instant, you have no signal. And then I should try to call him back, and it didn't work for a while. There's a lizard laying here on the window. Seeing he's flopping on the window. If I could turn the camera on. So, anyways, but yeah, the phone just goes off, and like, where'd she go? Hi, little lizard. There's a little lizard sitting there, so you ain't paying attention to it.
I'm typing.
Yeah. So, anyway, so much for the lizard. But yeah, the technology, and people have gotten used to that the just to lose a cell phone connection, it's just a normal place. Justin and Christian, RV Life Van. Hi, everybody. Good to see you guys. How you guys doing? We're in here just yapping away about everything and nothing, but good to see you guys on. Glad to see you stop by the chat. Thing says hello. We're a friendly group. You're part of our friends when you come in here, so you can become a lucky dog in the Kennel Club. And that was Jeff's named ours, the Kennel Club.
Hi, Justin and Christina.
He said, just in case Rat Freak loses power, I'll say bye to him now. Yeah, Rat's was down to 18% power, so he's going to lose this if he don't get able to plug in. Just says, hi, Van Life. How you guys doing? So where about you guys from? Doing good, thanks. We're down here. Actually, we are in Daytona, just outside Daytona. And Rat, he's from just above St. Augustine. Jeff, he's from Mississippi, Memphis, in that area. Who else is on here? Patty. Patty's over here by Orlando. All right. Ron's on here. Ron's from Myrtle Beach. He's right now watching storms come by.
Rat Fix up in St. Augustine.
Oh, he's got 16%, so he's going down. He lost 2% in just a few minutes.
Where are you guys from? Justin and Christina?
Oh, Montreal, Canada.
Oh, nice.
How cool. We have, where is,
They're near Montreal.
Yeah.
Claire and Ann.
Pierre and Ann. We have friends that they live up by Montreal. They didn't come down last winter. They usually, yeah, well, that wouldn't stop me from coming down, but they didn't come down last winter. I don't know if they'll come down this winter or not. Yeah.
What is your weather like up there?
It's probably still nice, but it's beginning to cool off when you get up that far north, you know. Ratfed says, "E." He's running low quick. I've got watered down V8 juice in the coffee chat mug because I didn't have much V8, so I put a little water in it. Yeah, Sue says Sue is Lucky Dog Productions moderator, so just to fill you in, I'm Bob.
I'm here in the background.
She's here sitting right beside me, but when you see the little blue moderator thing, that's Sue. Yeah, what's your weather like up there, Justin and Christine?
So you
it's getting cooler.
Van? What kind of a van is RV van like? What do you have? We have a road track. Is that how you found us?
Yeah, we've got a 2001 Road Trek Versatile. We've had it now probably going on 3 years.
We got a 16. Yeah, it's been 3 years.
About
now.
3 years we've had it. So we use it off and on more in the winter time down here than we do in the summertime because it gets too hot to camp here in the summertime. The thing is, like the Road Trek, you know, it's basically a vehicle, and they get hot. Even though you have AC, the AC will pound itself to death down in Florida in 95-degree weather just to keep it cool. So it's just much more fun to go camping in the wintertime. And we don't travel very far. I don't like to travel much, but just around here locally. But we're kind of getting anxious to go out and do some. But it'll be another month or so before we'll go out camping, because it's still, right now it's 82. We're supposed to be 95 today. We're supposed to be dry and the rest of the week, dry and hot the rest of the week. Actually, the last 2 days during the hurricane, it was gorgeous out. It was beautiful outside. No sun, but the breezes was gorgeous. Yeah, they go around 59 degrees right now. Well, that's kind of chilly. Yeah. That'd be cold. Oh, there's Ted. Hi, Ted. Good morning, Ted. You must have just woke up. Good to see Ted on this morning. How's things going up there? Oh, they have a 99 Road Trek 190 Versatile.
Oh, okay,
cool.
so probably almost exactly.
It probably looks just like ours.
I think 99 through 2002s were about the same.
Pretty close looking the same.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we like ours. In fact, although we might look around for a newer one.
Maybe we'll look.
Yeah.
The only thing we really don't like about ours
The bed.
is the beds.
Yeah, and so you have a Versatile. We wish we had twin beds in ours.
Yeah, we rather have a popular.
Only reason that is because if the middle of the night someone wants to go use a bathroom or something, somebody's got to crawl over top of somebody.
Yeah.
Or if we had the twins, you could just slide out and get out. So that's the only thing. Besides the steering. The steering is miserable on it.
How they like
You know, I don't know if you guys have that issue or not. They wander. I've put stuff on it and it doesn't get any better, you know. It's driving like this. You know, it's done that ever since we've had it, you know. They wander around and I don't think there's anything you can do much to change those to get it good. You know, a lot of people do different things. Ted says, hi, Jeff. Hey, Ted. Sleeping it off, Ted? It's a little cold here this morning, Bob. How cold are you up there, Ted? Let's see if Google will tell us. Hey, Google. Okay, Google. What's the temperature in Coudersport, Pennsylvania?
The temperature in Coudersport right now is 52.
52. My God, that is cold.
That's even colder than Quebec.
Yeah, Quebec is warmer than that. That is cold, Ted. They rat.
Okay, where else have we got people on from? Ask about Montreal.
Oh, we're going to Tampa Super Show in January. We've never been to that. It would be interesting to go to it.
I would like to go over
It's just, I hate I-4. It's just miserable to get there from here. You know, I-4 is the worst road in the world. You know, it's just, and it's gotten worse through the years. That's why I just don't go. I don't even go to Orlando because I-4. And if you take the other way over, it takes about twice as long to go the back roads. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the show. It's just getting there is what I don't like. Yeah, that show is huge. Yeah, it's a big show. Everybody here goes. Traveling with Robert, I think he'll be gone over. I don't know if he's gone over this year or not. But I think he is, because he's going to do some stuff here in Central Florida. But he's not going to go out west this year. So yeah, I enjoyed that. I wish it was in Daytona. Yeah, they said, Justin Chris says, not the greatest steering. Yeah, it's not. Their steering. I added this, it's a steering box stabilizer. It's not very expensive, like $100 or less, you know. I thought it helped some, but not that much. You know, what this is a little bracket that goes from the frame to the steering box that's supposed to stabilize that, and it helped a little bit. It wasn't the answer, and different people. My idea is there's not enough weight on the front end. It needs to get more weight on the front end to plant that thing down there so it don't wander as bad. Ask Google, what's Sour Jack? Okay, Google, what's Sour Jack? Oh no, here we go, this is Jeff.
On the website wikileaf.com, they say, Sour Jack is an evenly balanced hybrid, 50% sativa and 50% indica, but its effects lean heavily towards sativa. The child of two famous strains, Jack Herrera and Sour Diesel Sour Jack, features THC content up to 22% and a CBD count of just 0.22%. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Hey, Rad, I kind of knew that's what it was.
That's what Jeff said. Here we go.
Here we go. Different strains of pot.
Well, that's actually CBD. It's a THC, late CBD oil. So it's got the THC in it.
THC in it. Sue uses THC.
I do not use THC.
Oh, wait, she uses CBD oil. Well, you need THC. CBD oil doesn't. Yeah, yeah. CBD oil does nothing, but THC would help. She thinks it does. I've tried it. I've tried it. Don't do nothing. You know, laugh out loud. Get a wrench, Sue. Get it ready. Get the wrench out. Sue, the blue wrench girl. That says, oh my. Justin Chris says, we are planning on getting a stabilizer. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard different successes with that, you know, that stabilizers and, you know, I know I've looked a lot of videos. Actually, I did a video on the one I put on mine. But yeah, a lot of people report different results with different things, you know. It says 22% CBD. Ron says we'll be getting off here. Power is flickering off and on. Time to shut off the computers. Okay. Well, I hope you don't lose power, Ron. It's
up in
Myrtle Beach. They're getting some of the effects of the hurricane on. So, but yeah, we had one flicker the whole time.
Yes, one flicker. Yeah.
But we didn't go out. Thank God. We didn't lose it. We had generators, but still, we don't have AC when the power goes off. Our generator's not big enough to run it.
Ron is.
All right, Ron. Brother. Be careful up there. Let me know how it comes through. I hope it comes through just like it did here. Nothing. Watching Dorian. Dorian is a pain in the butt, and it's left here yesterday. Sun's coming out now, but it's heading up now. It's kind of off the shore in New Smyrna. So I have some for you straight from the dispensary. I would like to try some better. I don't know if the stuff we get's any good or not, but you know, I've got these shoulder things. Everybody's got something. I never said it did anything, you know. He said, I bet that's good, Ron. Yep, be safe, Ron. Yep, this crap from these other places. Yeah, you don't know what you're getting. You buy that CBD oil. You don't know if there's anything. Honestly, I've tried it. It's like it did not do nothing, you know. It just did not, you know. I'm very realistic on things. I don't go, well, I think it helped, but no, it didn't, you know. Bye, Ron. Be safe. 10%, said Patty. Pairs for all the Dorian's path, all those affected, and more pairs for the Bahamas. They're the ones that really need the pairs. Oh, nice, Rat Fink. I'll get you guys some. Okay, yeah, try it, you know. Get tired of pain. Nothing burger. A nothing burger.
It's a nothing burger. Oh, the storm?
Yeah, the storm was a nothing burger, you know. Now I hope the rest of them don't, you know. We had nothing. My air just came on, so it must be getting warm. It's going to get hot today, Patty. We're going
What is
to...
the temperature here?
Well, right here it's 83 right now. Heat index is 92 degrees, but it's supposed to get 95 this afternoon. Yeah, Ted says hopefully just pass through. I have friends in the Carolinas, so yeah, brother's up there, and it's got friends there, and I think it picked up a little bit as it went up through. I think it went back to 3 at one point. You know?
Up there, yes,
Yeah.
It's strengthened.
But it went. But it's as long as it stays off the coast, you're fine. That thing, it doesn't work for all the time. I'm sure it's worth it. It is worth a try. And different people, for me, you know, if I take, say, an ibuprofen, it doesn't do nothing. I have to take 4 or 5 of them, you know, for it to even do a little bit. Medicine doesn't touch me. And I'm sure same way if you take CBD oil, it's like, that didn't do nothing. I'd have to drink the whole bottle, you know. Well, it's so expensive you couldn't afford to do it anyways, you know. Oh, Justin Christine says, do you have a 5,000 or 8,000 BTU in your rotor? We have an 8,000. I just put a new one in it. In fact, I just did a video on it, and I have a video online about it. But yeah, I have an 8,000. We put in the LG, and I couldn't tell you the model number right now. It's on my video. But yeah, we have an 8,000 BTU AC. It works really good, you know. The new one, I haven't camped overnight since I put the new one in. The old one, it would cool down good, but in the heat of the day, road trek is like a vehicle. Unless you close all your windows down, put solar techs and stuff to keep that heat out, it's going to be hot in there. Well, I can't stand to close it up and hang out in there because I feel like I live in a cave, you know. So I just don't go out when it's hot, you know. But the 5,000, I wouldn't think that would be barely enough, you know. I really think the 8,000 would be a better way to go. Ted said, not good old weeds, better than, well, you're right, Ted. I've never used it, but I'm sure it's a lot better than CBD. Bob has lots of videos about road treks. Check them out. Yeah, there's a whole playlist section about road treks, and I just did a couple more recently, you know, on it. So I've got over 900 videos I got a lot of videos out there. I agree, Ted. Ted, I agree with you, Ted, 100%. If they legalize it, I'm on it. Patty gives a thumbs up. Says okay. Yeah, I mean, that's just my thing on the AC. I think what do you guys have? Do you have a 5 or do you have an 8 on it? I thought they all came with the 8, but maybe I'm wrong. They must have someone must have came with the 5. So we have 200 watts of solar. We have a 1,500 watt inverter. Our refrigerator, we've removed the 3-way refrigerator, and I've replaced it with a dorm style compressor refrigerator. It runs on 115 volts. Completely run it off solar. It'll run 24/7 forever on solar. So that's nice. I mean, I don't mess around with propane on it anymore. Keeps it ice cold all the time. I was told that wouldn't work. That's been done about 2.5 years, working perfect. That's down to 6%. We're about ready to get out of here. We're at almost an hour and 8 minutes. So Jeff says, I give medicine 30 days. If it doesn't work, down the toilet it goes. Right, there you go. Hang on, Ron. Yeah, it's like I give medicine. If medicine isn't making an improvement in 30 days, quit taking it, because of the side effects will probably kill you. You know, so yeah, you gotta. Medicine's a rat race. Take medicine to get rid of side effects from the medicine. And my sister was telling me the other day, my dad was a hypochondriac. He took 17 pills a day, which probably 15 of them he didn't need. And so, I don't know, I'm not big on medicine. Just said, just took out the old feeder AC out of Fettlers, and planning to change the fridge as well. Yeah, I mean, check out my video. You can see how I did the install on it. And I just took it out. We got the LG. It's working great. Put that in.
Total installation installation of it, but
I did. I showed the entire installation of it. You know,
but maybe
It was-
the taken out part. That's what people were interested.
Oh, I did show some of the taken out, but in the part where I had to use a lot of muscle, it was hard to use the camera at the same time, you know. But that's just easy,
Yeah, that
common
was it,
going
yeah.
stuff. You gotta yank the thing out, break the sills loose, and yank it out on it.
Show little Cassie.
Yeah, fiddlers. That was the
Fetters.
original fetters. I pronounced everything wrong, but that was the original AC in it. You know, ours just what happened. Ours, the thing started working really good. It's getting ice cold, and then the compressor froze up, and it was done. You know, so and then we put the LG one. From what I understand, that's the best replacement. Oh, 5%. Rat Fink's dying. And with that, guys, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. We usually do an hour. Flickering, so you're about gone. Yeah, Jessica, you must come back Monday, 6 p.m. We do our chat here on Mondays, 6 p.m. on Thursdays at 8 a.m. So we do it. I was going to get a compressor truck for it. You know, a lot of people use those. I think that'd be a great idea. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can go now. And you know, if you get some solar, oh my gosh, that's the best. And you can get better solar than we have on ours. They've gotten solar better and better and better. I said, wish the pill people would stop selling it to us on TV. Yeah, me too. I agree with Patty. All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back. Have a good weekend. This is Thursday, so we'll be back again here on Monday. Yeah, I'm glad to see you guys come. Stop again. I'd love to have you guys come by.
Enjoyed meeting you guys, Christina and Justin.
It's fun to chat road trek and camping and all that. We chat about everything here on. So you guys have a good Thursday. We're going to be, I said, back again here on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So anyways, guys, we'll see you back then. I'm glad everybody. Oh, there's Hawk. He says I'm late. Oh, we're just leaving Hawk. So glad to see Hawk on, anyways.
Did you do good through the hurricane?
Yeah, I'm glad the whole Hawk did together. So all right, guys, we'll see you back again here on Monday. Talk to y'all later. If you'd like to support our channel, we have links down below that you can click on. We're an Amazon affiliate. We have stickers available. We have a t-shirt store where you can buy t-shirts and coffee chat mugs. Or if you just want to support us, you can support us through the PayPal link. So we appreciate all your help. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.